Hey guys, I'm Chaz, and I'm excited to bring you a workout of the week. So this week we're gonna hit on Vo2 Max, but before we actually dive into the workout itself, I wanna just kind of explain what Vo2 Max is. We hear this term thrown around a lot, but we don't really understand where that actually falls, because if you actually look at your training zones, there's really not a training zone labeled Vo2 Max. Let me break down what Vo2 Max is. You have your aerobic system and then you have your anaerobic system. The aerobic system is primarily fueled by fat and by carbs. So this would be anything at threshold or lower. Once you start to go above threshold and you start to maximize your oxygen intake to where you can no longer take in enough oxygen and your body has to resort to using other things for fuel, primarily carbs as well, that's when you start falling into the anaerobic system. So with Vo2, the cool thing about the Vo2 workouts is they're going to hit both on the aerobic and anaerobic system. Over the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna roll out more Vo2 workouts, but this week, the workout we are going to focus on is 5-minute Vo2 Max. The purpose of this one is really awesome. What it's going to do is it's not only going to hit on some of your anaerobic ability, but it's also going to hit on your aerobic ability as well. So at the same time, while driving up your anaerobic ability, it's also going to drive up your aerobic ability as well. Or if you want to think about it a different way, it's going to also bring up your threshold while bumping up your Vo2 Max ceiling. So this is the structured workout. What we have is we're going to do 4 times by 5 minutes. So what you want to do is, honestly, you want to start with a 10 to 20 minute warm up. So you get the blood flowing, get things going, maybe throw in a sprint here or two just to get the legs awake and get some snap into them. And after your 10 to 20 minute warm up, then you're gonna start your interval set, which this workout in general will be about 40 minutes of workout time. So with that, what we're gonna do is the first 5 minutes is gonna be based off of your FTP. So if you took the FTP test that I told you in the first video 2 weeks ago, that's going to give you what your FTP is, and this workout's going to be based off of that percentage-wise. So what we're looking at is we're going to go 5 minutes at anywhere from 104 to 107-ish%. It's okay if you go a little bit higher than that if you're feeling good. For me, I do it at about 107%, but most days I feel a little bit better than that, so I'm pushing more like 108 or 110% of Vo2 for 5 minutes. So with this, what we're going to do is you're going to go 5 minutes on. You're gonna knock out 5 minutes at anywhere from 104 to 107%, and then once those 5 minutes are over, you're gonna take a 5-minute rest. You just pull this back to 50% of threshold. I find that works really well. It keeps the legs going a little bit so they don't just freeze up and lock up. So it kind of allows you to continue to flush the legs out after the hard effort, but at the same time, you're also reducing your heart rate and you're getting that recovery. And then you're just gonna repeat this 3 more times. So like I said, you're gonna do 4 of them, 5 on, 5 off. If you think about it, you're going to get a whopping 20 minutes at 104 to 107% of your threshold, and that is huge. The main goal of this workout, even though it seems super short and simple, is we do want to get a lot of time spent in that training zone specifically, or at that Vo2 level. So you're gonna end the day with 20 minutes of Vo2 work, as long as you pace them correctly at the wattages that you prescribe for yourself. Now, once this workout is over and you finish the 40 minutes of 5 minutes on, 5 minutes off, after that, you can call it and spin home. What's really gonna help you the most to benefit from this and really stimulate a little bit more adaptation from this workout is to do another 20 to 30 minutes at about 75% of your threshold, or I guess basically it's going to be right where your tempo zone starts. So for me, I'll do this workout, and then my coach always has me do anywhere from 30 to an hour worth of tempo afterwards post. Now the big thing that this is going to help with, like I said, it's going to help with adaptations, and it's also, if you're a racer, it's going to help your legs to continue to recover under stress and to continue to push forward under stress, which is huge for not only crits but road racing as well. Now that I've rolled out what this workout is, here's how you kind of want to schedule it in your training schedule. You want to do this anywhere from 2 to 3 times a week. 3 times a week would be a little bit on the harder side, so I would definitely shoot for at least 2. But if you space it out correctly and you throw in those recovery rides like we talked about last week, then you could definitely get up to 3 times a week. Now the overall workout is going to look about an hour to an hour and a half, depending on how much warm-up you put in and how much post-interval work you put in. And then as you do this workout, for the best bang for your buck, you definitely want to do it 2 to 3 times a week, and then you want to do that for at least 2 to 3 weeks. I know that seems like a long time, but if you think about it, whatever you're doing now workout-wise is going to benefit you 2 weeks from now down the road. So it's very important that you hit on these for a couple weeks to really drive the body to adapt to this, and then from there you can move into some harder VO2 workouts, which next week I'm excited to roll out the next workout. Now I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you're enjoying this series. Please don't forget to subscribe, and then if you have any questions, you can hit me up on Instagram or even post it here in the comments. If you want to, follow me on Strava too. And with that, I will talk to all of you guys later. See you guys.